quite a mess after two accused crooks tried to make off with one of the drive-up ATMs here at the Security Service Federal Credit Union. You could see the giant hunks of concrete, a hole in the ground, and even this roll of receipt paper. And almost 700 were seriously injured. Now, you can do something to actually erase these statistics. The first thing, put that cell phone away. The keys in the car running, the door open. Then he walked through these doors to go buy some water. That's when police tell us a woman jumped behind the wheel and took off. This intersection being shut down for an entire day. Now, you can imagine they have a lot of work ahead. Right now, they're pumping water out of this sinkhole. I actually found the guy who helped radio that in. This is Officer Jaquante Bacon. He actually works security at the parking lot across the street from the hotel and called on his radio to get help down here. Now, Officer Bacon, what did you see that made you make that radio call? We're here at the crime scene. You can see the tape behind me and the street where gunshots rang out. Charred debris and broken glass. This is a piece of concrete used to break the windshield. For every 10 kids who are bullied, only 2 stand up and tell a trusted adult. A runoff for mayor. Even if you did not vote on Saturday, you can still participate. To cut back, try using smaller appliances for your meals, like the microwave or maybe an Instant Pot, instead of heating up your entire oven. I double go dare you to try this downward dog without cracking a smile. Not an individual, and these are some of the drill sergeants that are making that happen and giving a realistic experience to the folks out here. I like so much knuckling it. As fast as flames can tear through tinder, firefighters have to be ready to respond. In the summer, the sun's rays add a new hazard. These crews have no time to deal with heat exhaustion as they work to protect life and property. One of the factors that adds to the fatigue level is all of this gear. It weighs 60 pounds and it's got to be on in 90 seconds or less. We are ready to rock. All geared up, I run drills with the Bearable Verde Volunteer Fire Department. These cadets are nearing training graduation. This drill brings the heat. The San Antonio Fire Department has a policy to prevent heat stress. Weather reports are important. When the feels-like temperature is between 91 and 105 degrees, SAFD is on a level 1 response. Commanders are required to keep a close eye on firefighters to make sure they're not overheating. If the temperature soars higher than 105, crews go to a level 2. Additional firefighters are brought in for the extreme heat.
We throw more staffing at the fire. That way our firefighters can perform their duties and come out faster. We can send in fresh crews in while they go to rehab. Once they get into their rehab policy, that's where we're getting hydration, whether it's through, just drinking water or Gatorades or, IVs if needed. Going to get vitals checks, blood pressure, temperature, pulse, all of that and a longer chance to stay in rehab and cool your core body temperature down. This burn room reached about 700 degrees, but it's not just fire calls that can be dangerous.
Fire we could see, but kind of a silent one that sneaks up on us is, we're at an accident scene and we're out in the sun.
Water is truly a firefighter's best friend.
Eating right, hydrating, drink is water.
The crews stay away from sugary drinks and alcohol in their off time. They're also trained to listen to their bodies.
I got pulled off a line one time. I wanted to go back in and they're like, no, you're going to rehab, okay? And when your blood pressure gets under control or your pulse and respirations and everything else, then we'll let you go. We'll see.
A day in the boots of a firefighter wasn't easy, but I gained an even deeper respect for what these heroes do to keep us safe. Leah Durain, KENS 5, Eyewitness News.
There's a bubble. I think there's a fish in this area.
Ready, set, cast.
If it's like a cool fish, I might scream.
About a dozen kids from the Eastside Boys and Girls Club paired up with San Antonio police officers to learn how to fish.
It was good. I never seen a police officer before.
Gathering at the water's edge at Southside Lions Park, the activity quickly turned into a bonding experience.
They could be doing it for somebody else and they chose us.
I'm gaining
A whole lot of positive, because unfortunately our job does deal with a lot of negative sometimes, but this is a great way for us to show the kids that we are human. And we like to come out and do things like this, so it's just a great opportunity for me to give back to my communities.
One of the biggest lessons of the day,
It teaches you about being patient.
Patience.
Have patience.
waiting, reeling, and casting again, the downtime was filled with chatter.
I'm discovering nature. Get back on me. That was good. Slithering his way out of my hand.
The worms and rods were provided by the Fin Addict Angler Foundation.
We try to bring a lot of unity and a lot of positive vibes. These kids here, they're building memories.
I'm hoping there's a salmon in there. Somehow I'm hoping someone catches a salmon.
While the fish weren't biting, the kids did reel in some new friends.
2 for 2 on trees today. It's all right though.
I love trees. I caught some fish. It's called seaweed.
Leah Durain,
I guess you've got to have the skills.
Ken's 5,
Woo.
Eyewitness News.